And salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? Good, 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 I hope. I hope that I am coming to you horizontal. Let's see. Please, please, please let me be horizontal today. I'm trying all the... Shut up, guys! I think I figured it out. Yay! Okay, so let's see. Oh my Lord! It finally worked. It finally worked. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so lots to talk about today. One thing I wanted to talk to you about. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Keels. Jan. Carmen. Yay, Nancy. So one thing I wanted to talk to you about was, you know, my friend Lindsay, my friend and mentor, Lindsay, she turned me on to these markers, and you know, I can't keep it to myself. Hey, Annalisa, I promise your stuff will go in the mail today. Nancy. Hey, Jamie. So anyway, so today is, you know, let's get artsy together apart. And so I'm all hyped up because Jeff got me a donut this morning. I never eat those, but ooh, is it delicious. Anyway, if you're brand new here, if you would please follow and like me on, please like me. That's what it sounds like, huh? On Facebook and Instagram at Corbiere-Scott Designs, and YouTube. But I wanted to share something before we get started. I wanted to share something cool that Lindsay turned me on to this week, and they're called Click Art. They're by Zebra. I got mine from Amazon, and I'm not kidding when I say they just arrived just now. Oh no, that is Lindsay, I did see that, Barbara. So she is certainly in my prayers. So I was playing with them a little bit earlier, creating a little sign about, oh, I'm in the sun, aren't I? I wonder if nope, there's no blind there anymore. Are you guys all right with the sun? Is it really bothersome? You know what? I'm gonna keep him, Keels. He's a pretty good guy. Anyway, let's see. I wonder if I move that, if that will. That probably doesn't do anything. Oh well. So the cool thing about these markers is that they are clickable. So, right? It is a felt tip marker. The colors are nice, right? The nib is firm, and I like that with a felt tip marker. And the cool thing is that you don't have to put a lid on. You just click it, and it's hidden up inside of there. Hey, Charmaine! Did everybody see Charmaine's beautiful card creation she made today with my brand new art printable called Aunt D? And the reason that it's called Aunt D is because my Aunt D is the whole reason I moved to Arizona. So be sure to look for those, and also know that, let me see, I'll try it with another color. If I want you all to go to my website today and purchase Aunt D, because we're going to be making stuff with it next week. But I want you to use this promo code, PEORIA 12, because remember today is the day that I'm going to be on the Peoria Second Saturday Facebook. It's like a virtual, what do I want to say? A virtual, kind of like a market that kind of features artisans and the like. So there's artists and musicians and chefs. There's all kinds of cool things. So be sure to check that out. That is tonight from 4:30 to 8:30. And you can view it on Peoria Second Saturday on their Facebook page. But be sure to go to my website today for Peoria 12, Peoria 12 promo code to get the little discount. Anyway, is everybody ready to get started? So I have that. Ooh, I can show you some things that I made with the art printable. So here's the art, but I cut the sentiments off because I needed them for something else, for some cards that I was working. You know, I always have these big ideas that I can accomplish way more than really, you know. Anyway, so here is the slimline that I started. So that's one of the reasons that I cut off the sentiments. And then and this is you know, this is just my first layer because this is just my watercolor wash. And then this is the independent piece of artwork, and that is watercolor and then enhanced with colored pencil. But this background is alcohol ink, so that was pretty fun. And you know, I cannot waste a thing. I can't. Oh, wait a second. Move the print down closer to you with the horizontal. We can't see up there. Oh, here. Can you see now? So this is the art printable with the information cut off the bottom. Sorry about that. And then, so you know, I cannot waste anything. So I did a piece of Yupo paper. I did some alcohol ink play on it, and then I die cut it with a stitched rectangle die, but I placed it really carefully so that I could use the excess as a frame on this page, on this piece of art. And this is the A2 size right here. Okay, you still can't, oh golly. So maybe I need to move up a little bit. Okay, it's gonna, how's that? Better? Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Is that better? There, can you see everything? All my little pieces. There, can you see everything now? Let's see. I need to have that closer to me, don't I? I'm trying to get out of the sun. Oh, I don't think that's going to help because the sun is kind of everywhere in Arizona. But is that better? Can you see better now, everybody? Much better. Okay. So, anyway, hey Natalie. So today is the day. I have the promo code up for this one, Peoria 12, because remember I'm going to be on the Peoria second Saturday Facebook page tonight from 4:30 to 8:30. I have no idea how it's going to work. I will just kind of see it as you guys do. But, you know, I was talking to a friend. It's kind of funny to be presenting something like that to, she said, to the general public. And I go, yeah, to J-pop. I'm putting my card making stuff out to J-pop, to the general public. So, I can't wait to share with you who we are going to study today. I'm going to pull her up. Remember, I told you it's a girl. And she is quite something. Let's see. I don't know if you can. There, can you see that? Can you see her? Is it too glary? There she is. Grandma Moses. That's who we are studying today. And let's just talk about her. She didn't start painting, like seriously, until, I gotta take my glasses off. Some people have to put their glasses on to see up close. I gotta take mine off. So she didn't start painting seriously until she was in her mid-70s. Between the ages of 70 and 101, when she died, she painted 2,000 paintings. How amazing is that? Amazing. So she liked to paint lots of Americana. She liked to paint a lot of, let's see if I can find the list. Here's our list. A country wedding. Oh, I have so many fun things to tell you about her. A country wedding, taking in the laundry, let me help, catching the Thanksgiving turkey, the burning of Troy in 1862, apple butter making, sugaring off, the quilting bee, the thunderstorm. Oh, I put thunder. Who knows why I did that? The rainbow, Christmas at home, waiting for Christmas, and so long till next year. Her stuff is so amazing. But what I really want to make sure that you know about her is that she painted with 1-point perspective. So we're really going to talk about that today in the most simplistic way. I don't want anybody to feel like kind of overwhelmed with that or anything. It's super, super simple. We're going to do super, super simple. Move the notebook down. There we go. Better? You know what? Because the camera's way... Okay, there. Now I have to get used to doing things in a whole new way. So I wrote this in pencil, and I should have used my new markers. So I will reprint it. Okay. 1-point perspective. Okay, so here's what you need to remember. These are the most important things. A horizon line, and a vanishing point. Okay, so here's my vanishing point. So remember, in perspective, right, things at the bottom are going to be bigger. Things further away are going to be smaller, right? So I just drew these lines. I drew them lightly in pencil so that I could, I had a little bit of a visual reference, and I did it on my piece in my art journal too. But so, the cool thing about Grandma Moses is that she painted from the top down. So I thought it would be kind of a fun exercise for us to be inspired by her and to I'll read you a quote that she had about the about painting from the top down. She said, "I paint from the top down, from the sky, then the mountains, then the hills, then the houses, then the cattle, and then the people." That was a complete quote from her. So she, like, the biggest takeaways with her, she was certainly a famous folk artist and almost a primitive, but she was really into perspective and childlike whimsy. her brushstrokes were childlike. Her color choices were often childlike. Hiya, Dare. Sorry, another drink. So really be thinking about that as you're imagining what your composition is going to be today, so here she is, early spring on the farm, or springtime on the farm. Can you see that? It seems kind of glary, is it? Is that better? It doesn't seem to be working so much today, does it? Maybe my screen is too cruddy, I don't know. I love this. Look at, there she is, just painting in a field. How cool is that? She's just the most amazing. There she is. So she, another thing to know about her is that she really, Grandma Moses goes to the big city. Now, can you see that one? So she grew up in upstate New York. Hi, Joni Travis. I'm so glad you're here. We're doing Grandma Moses today. So this seems like it's really, it just doesn't feel like it's very clear for you guys, these pictures today. I think because I'm in a sunnier spot. So I'm just going to start talking. So does everybody get this part? The 1 point perspective. So you're going to, in your head, you're going to think about, you don't even need to think about what you're going to draw yet or what you're going to paint, right? Just think about 1 point perspective. Here's our 1 point, right? So we want a horizontal line, a horizon line, and a vanishing point. So just kind of keep that in your noggin. And then I will show you what I started for mine. So I started, can everybody see that? I started a kind of a country scene, like a landscape, right? So I drew great big flowers down here. And then, do you see how I left those lines there? I drew them lightly, but I left them there because I wanted that visual reminder of what I need to do, right? So so remember that she said that she starts with the sky, and then the mountains, and then the hills. I'm not going to draw animals on mine because I'm kind of more of a flower girl, but like I drew some trees, and I drew the house, and then I drew this. So my flowers are going to get smaller, 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 all the way to the vanishing point, right? So I want you guys to be thinking about that as as we kind of just begin our journey into discovering more about Grandma Moses. So I'm just going to leave my picture up here because I feel like the other pictures are kind of, oops. The other pictures are kind of, doesn't that seems better to me. It's no more sun glare. Okay, so I'm going to just talk to you about her because seriously, so amazing. So amazing. So the name she was born with. I know, I just love that, Sherry. Yes, that is one of her most famous quotes. If I didn't paint, I would have just raised chickens. Come on. How cool is she? Okay, so she was born Anna Mary Robertson, and then she got married, and her last name was Moses. She was a nostalgic painter that she really relied on her memories of her childhood and farm life, rural life from her memory. But you can paint whatever you want. Just use some perspective and childlike whimsy. How's that? I think we can all handle that, right? So let's see. She is known as the #1 most famous primitive artist ever. I thought that was pretty amazing. In 1969, a postage stamp honoring Grandma Moses was published, featuring the 4th of July painting, which now hangs in the White House. 2 artists that we have studied have their work hanging in the White House, which I thought was amazing. She liked to sit quietly and think, remember, and imagine. Then I'll get inspiration and start painting. Then I'll forget every how things used to be and how to paint it. She would sit on an old battered swivel chair perched on 2 large pillows. The masonite on which she painted would lie flat on an old kitchen table before her. There was no easel. Crowding her in her little studio were an electric washing machine and dryer that had overflowed from the kitchen. Stop it right now. What a girl. Let's see. A strange thing is memory and hope. This is a quote. Hi, Mary. A strange thing is memory and hope. One looks backward and the other forward. One is of today, the other of tomorrow. I thought that was amazing. So she was discovered because her daughter-in-law convinced her to put some of her paintings in the local drugstore in upstate New York in this little town. And so she did, and one day, in 1939, a New York art collector named Louis Caldor happened upon her painting and saw it in the window of the drugstore, found out who the painter was, and then drove to her farm and bought 15. Of those 15, 3 of those painters within the same year were included in the Contemporary Unknown American Painters exhibition at MoMA, at Museum of Modern Art. How amazing is that? I mean, that's just unheard of. I just don't know that kind of thing would happen today, you know? Who knows? But another cool thing that I found out is that she was one of the first painters to have her work used commercially. So her her paintings, let me see if I can find that picture because it's so cool. Her painting, so number one, the postage stamp, right? We did that. We saw that. But the other thing that happened for her was that I think it was in 1948, Hallmark bought a bunch of her paintings and used them in a set of Christmas greeting cards. And there they are. How amazing is that? Really, Mary? Well, I'm coming over and then let's go. Let's go visit her home. That would be fun, right? So I'm going to just start to draw a little bit, kind of get my ideas down. And then I'm hoping that you will kind of draw along with me. Is everybody up for that? Yes? No? Maybe so? Seems like I need to move a little further back, but I want to make sure that you, that I'm not too, oh, that's nice of my boobs. Lovely. God. Oh, anyway. I know, Keels, let's go. Mary would put us up for the night, wouldn't you, Mary? If Keely and I drove to your house? Come on. Of course you would. All right, so now I'm just going to draw. So, okay, so here's a fun flower. Remember when we did the roses for Frida? So I'm going to do that same center, and then I'm going to do some petals off of it. And remember, the higher up you hold your pencil, the looser you'll be. Oops. And remember, this is why we do stuff in pencil first. I know she probably didn't, but you know. That's okay. Sometimes I like to just have like some guide petals. That kind of gives me a good idea how long to make my petals. And they can go over these lines. The lines are just for a guide, right? Does everybody kind of get where I'm going with this? Like each flower is just going to get smaller, 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 smaller. So Rennie, what are you going to draw? Are you going to draw a landscape? Are you going to draw a restaurant? Are you going to draw, I mean, you could, you know what, that's the beauty of perspective. Perspective, you can make it anything, right? You can, really? Oh, what a compliment. Okay, so these flowers, I'm just going to kind of draw, and I like to draw this. Then I kind of like to draw lines out because that kind of like immediately creates perspective within my flowers, right? And I just do it kind of randomly. No rhyme or reason. Because have you met me? Not a lot of rhyme or reason in my life. Oh, there is. Just not in my art so much. Can you tell me? Okay. I thought I wrote them both down. And I wrote down a quote. Did everybody see the quote from Jackson Pollock? I thought that was a good one. I know I have another. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There's another whole page of stuff I need to tell you about her. Because here's a really good quote, Rennie. So wait a second. Life is what you make it. Always has been, always will be. Shut the front door. I'm totally to my painting. If I hadn't started painting, I would have raised chickens. And do you want to hear something amazing? I just love that she was just a girl who just knew exactly who she was. She totally used glitter in her paintings. Even though they told her that it would bring down the value or it would, cheapen her art, she did it anyway. So if you want to use glitter, use glitter. I love that. But life is what you make it. Always has been, always will be. That's what I'm going to somehow work into my painting. And I'm going to work really hard at, once I start painting from the top down, which is very opposite of how we normally paint, isn't it? I think, I don't know. It seems like maybe I pick something and then move out from there. And there's no particular reason like what I pick. I just happen to pick one thing and then move out. So I'm going to just keep drawing flowers. Are you going to draw chickens? Shut up. I'm thinking, you know what? Corn and chickens might be cool. I'm just kind of loosely drawing the basic kind of idea of my flowers. So it just helps me visually kind of know who, where I'm going. So I'm feeling like these flowers, I'm going to kind of move a little bit this way. And I mean, this is just the basic. Hey, Sharon, how are you? How was Nebraska today? We just want the basic idea with our pencil, right? And I'm doing what feels most comfortable for me. So what feels most comfortable for me is my process is I like to draw with pencil, and then I like to go over my pencil with my pen, and then I like to fill in with paint. So if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, then you do you, right? I just want you to work on perspective. I just feel like that is an amazing lesson to have today. I mean, and then, all the other stuff is still, important. What am I thinking? What am I thinking, girls? You usually know, don't ya? All of the other artistic components that we've talked about are still important, right? Like color theory and value. Just a second, I need to let my dogs in. Come on, Solomon. Hurry up. Hurry up. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All of those things are important, right? All of our shading and Like I said, color theory, all of those things are still super important, and you will incorporate them into your paintings, I have no doubt. Hey Pat, how are you? Another cousin, girls. All of those things, all of those lessons are just innately in you now. You will just, they've just become part of your artistic practice, right? So, let's see. I feel like something else here and something else here. I'm thinking about it. I think that she used oils and possibly acrylics. I am going to, you know, my old standby, I am going to go right back to watercolors. That's what is kind of my go-to, you know. I was gonna see if, now that I've moved over a little bit, if some of her pictures would show up. This is called apple butter. Wait, do you see that? Can you see that? Apple butter making, I think. Apple butter time, something like that. I am telling you, I know that my my pictures aren't doing them justice today, but look at that house. Do you see the bricks that make it almost look checkerboardish? Shut up! How cool is that? So, like, don't you totally want to, like, I mean, that's the beauty of Grandma Moses, right? We can incorporate whatever we want, right? I think it was, you know what? I thought it was acrylics, but you know what? I don't know. Let's see. Yes, yes. And that was that was Alma Thomas, Rennie, who did the brick circles. And she, remember that hers is the other artwork that is hanging in the, that we've studied. The other artist whose artwork is in the White House is Alma Thomas. And how amazing is that? And they're both girls. Shut it! Right? I love that. So, originally I was gonna have, I just want these flowers to just keep getting smaller and smaller, but I kind of like the idea of them being, not all the same, I guess, is what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know. Guess we'll just kind of see where the wind takes us. Oh, Pat, I love that. You know what? I call her Pat because we're in public, but if I was hugging her in real true life, I would call her Sis, because that's what we called her when we were little. And every now and again it just slips out, but I just call her Sis. Thank you, Pat. Someday soon, we'll be able to travel, and I will make a road trip to your house. How's everybody doing? So, let's see. So did I cover all the things today? I covered the Peoria second Saturday. I covered the if you're new here, please follow me at Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. My art printables are available at corbiere-scottdesigns.com. Peoria Second Saturday is on Peoria Second Saturday's Facebook group tonight, from 4:30 to 8:30, and I'm one of the featured acts. Oh, and Ornamentally Yours. That was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. So my friend Lindsay is put together this amazing group of artists, and I'm so honored that I got chosen to be one of those artists. So I believe, so just write this in pencil, I believe November 5th through the 8th, we're going to be doing, each artist will get an hour, and we will present a ornament that we will teach you how to make. So it's not until November, but if you just please put it down on your calendar, because I would love to have all my peeps there too, you know. And the lineup is amazing. Eileen Hull will be there, Lindsay Ostrom, of course, and Corbiere-Scott Designs. Shamil, Jenny Dickinson, I think. I mean, Michelle Hamilton. The stuff that's being produced is, oh my golly. We're going to have ourselves a time. And what a fun way to kind of get in the spirit. Especially this year, you know? It's so weird. The whole situation is so weird that I think it will be nice to have something fun to focus on and Christmassy, you know? Hey Lisa, how are you? Hey Artie, how are you? I saw your beautiful fingernails today on Facebook. Lovely. We are studying Grandma Moses today. So we are working on perspective and whimsical, childlike color and brush strokes. The most important lesson really is perspective. Because once you, perspective is kind of like color theory. It can be as complicated or as, hi Stephanie Prince, how are you my sweet? Perspective can be as simple or as complicated as you want to take it. Like color theory. Color theory goes on and on and on and on. But once you have the basics just in your noggin, just in your head, that's what, I feel that our art journals are, should be kind of a touchstone for us artistically. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Jean. You can join any old time, Lisa. Promise. You are always welcome. Where was I going with that? What was I just saying? Once you learn the basics of perspective and color, you can then take that as far as you want to take it. But your art journal should be a place where you go back to remind yourself of those lessons, right? So even if you want to write some notes on the other page, or I try really hard to write the artist down and the date that we did the paintings, because I want to be able to remember. Can you believe we've been doing this for 4 months? Every Saturday for 4 months. We have been meeting here and making art and growing relationships and growing friendships. Seriously, I could not be happier. I told you, we made the most amazing lemonade out of this great big COVID lemon. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So as long as you kind of get the basic idea of perspective. So here, Lisa and Stephanie, today we're really working on 1 point perspective, right? So 1 point perspective is, so you're going to lightly draw. I drew it in blue so you could see it, but I really just drew this with my pencil lightly in my art journal. Draw your horizon line and then give yourself a vanishing point. Your vanishing point can be wherever you want it along the horizon line, and then you're going to draw some lines that veer out from that vanishing point, because remember that things down here, can you flip open your pages to us so we can see how to write? You write the well, don't ever look to me for organization skills, Annalisa, honest to Pete. But anyway, just so this is the basic idea. Who got here a little bit further along? Jean, Lisa, Stephanie, Pat. We're just really working on horizon line and perspective. So like I said, so I did a flower, right? So my flower here is great big. My flower here is small, right? Like it vanishes into that point. And then this continues to be smaller. So we could draw, like I drew a house here, right? But my house isn't as big as this flower, right? And then we're going to draw hills. This is just my thingy. And then we're going to draw mountains. And then I tried to put some trees. I'm thinking I might put a fence along there. I don't know. Anyway, I hope that gives you kind of an idea. So this was Van Gogh, because remember Van Gogh signed his, and you see I drew it, but I have not painted it. But I will. Van Gogh signed his vase right here. He wrote Van Gogh. So I just wrote Anne. Hi, let's see. Are you, where are you going? Oh gosh, Sarah, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. She is in my prayers, and you too. I know it's hard on the whole family. So here's Van Gogh. Some of them I wrote, I wrote Paul Klee, and the date is somewhere in here. I don't know. This is such a busy one. Paul Klee, sorry. Picasso, Monet. I actually dated that one. I mean, I do have the, that's a acrylic painting. I took an online class from a friend who did some acrylic painting, and that was kind of a lot of perspective, and it had been forever since I had painted with acrylic paint. That was kind of fun too. Georgia O'Keeffe, April 25th. Crazy. And I think Kandinsky, was he one of our first one? No, this was our first one. April 11th, 2020. And this was just me blabbing about stuff. Was kind of before we kind of morphed into the studying artist. But I was thinking that I will do a flip through video at some point. I feel like that will, because it's just fun to see what we've created over the months, isn't it? I think some of the ones further along, see, like I didn't, Klimt, I didn't put his name, and I didn't put Mondrian. Anybody remember this one? Matisse. Peter Matt. Warhol. Oh, come on. Do you remember her? She was something else. Some of the further along ones, like the Mary Blair, I've put her name in right as part of the painting. And I kind of have started to feel like that's kind of where I'm kind of headed more. See, like Sonia, I put her name as part of the painting, and then a quote, one of her quotes as part of the painting. And I feel like I might go back and do more of that, because I feel like that really, Alma, Morrisseau, that one, I loved that one. Didn't you guys love that one? With the chalk and the, oh God, I love that. Frida, I still want to do a quote down here, but I got this big idea from Carmen to integrate the Mexican flag within her banner. Kind of digging that. Thoreau, I need to finish that. Jackson Pollock, and now we're at Grandma Moses. Does that help everybody? Does it give you inspiration that you're probably way further ahead than I? I'm sure. Hi, darling. How are you today? So I am also planning a trip at the end of September, and the beginning of October. So I am going to be taking it on the road. So don't be surprised if things are, I send out a note the night before or that day, because I just don't know what's going to happen until we get to our destination. So just know that at the end of September to the first couple weeks of October, it's going to be different. But then I'll be back. Oh my gosh, Keely, I can't believe it's gone so fast and I haven't put one drop of color on my paper. And I just feel like I've been blabbing. Are you guys all right with that? Gosh, how is it already 7 minutes to go? I feel like I want to put something different, like a different kind of flower or something, and then I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know, like maybe some kind of a fence or something here. Just because I think it would be kind of fun. Hey, Tracy. I don't know, because then it would kind of, Well, I don't know. You know what? I get all, okay, Jan, so I'm feeling like Bible journaling. I might have to do a test class. So I'll send out an email, and, because I want to make sure that everything works before I have you pay for it. So let's set that, like maybe sometime next week. I won't teach you anything huge. I just want everybody to get the idea. I might charge you something nominal because I need to figure out how to, like, how do I make people pay? How do I get you to pay on my website? And then, you know, I just have to work out all the detail-y things. If I just did just that, but I don't. I draw, and I teach, and, you know, kind of got 75 things going all the time. But Jan, I promise, for sure in October. Once I'm home. It'll be much easier to do once I'm home. So what did everybody else draw? I'm dying to know. What, did everybody else do kind of a rural scene? Did you do something, more, contemporary? Or, Sherry, are you doing like the view from your backyard? Sherry has the most beautiful Arizona deserty view from her backyard. I was thinking about that, but then I thought, oh, I want to do something kind of from my childhood. Flower fields, of course. Ooh, next to the beach. Ooh, Annalisa. That sounds cool. So, we were going to take the kayaks out today, but we are not. Hi, Christine. Is it Christine? Christine. Is that right? We were going to take the kayaks out today, but there's some big demonstration. Oh, pumpkin patch. Shut up. How brilliant is that? Brilliant. Hey, Olga. Oh, I love that. I didn't even start my pen work, Rennie. Can you believe it? I had a lot to say, I guess. So, if you are brand new here, please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Corbiere-Scott Designs. My art printables, which a brand new one debuts today, is called Aunt D. They are available on my website, Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com. I think I threw them very far. On the other side of the table. So these are all made with this art printable that I already started to cut apart. A house with a swing. Oh. Like Boyne Mountain, Sherry. It could be Boyne Mountain. Anyway, this is my, these are my art printables. There's all kinds of them. I think I have 14 on there now. These are the cards that I created. That's what my art printables are. They are art to create that I've drawn with a pencil and a paper. No computers, no clip art. All on one sheet, so you can create 3 cards for $4. But, and they're artsy cards. Come on. Oh, are you kidding? It was much too expensive. We went to the, like a very lesser known ski resort. I don't even know that it was considered a resort. But our church group went as teenagers. And I just did the bunny hill the entire time. I did, absolutely. But you know what? I know Annalisa, now I'm kind of digging the whole pumpkin patch. Dang it, Jan. Giving us all these ideas. Oh, who are we? Honest to Pete. We are a girl of inspired. Ooh, Black Mountain. Can I tell you, that is what I love about this group the most. Is that we just cheer each other on, and we fill each other with inspiration and hope and kindness. I just feel like, aren't we the lucky ones? Aren't we the lucky ones, girls? Hey, Angela. We are about to wrap it up, but you can always watch this on the replay. But if you would please make sure that Marcy, hi, if you would follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Corbiere-Scott Designs, and know that my art printables are available at Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com, so you can create your own artsy cards. I would love that. That's what sets us apart, because we don't just make cards, we make artsy cards, because we can play with new, like, different techniques and different painting styles, and oh my golly. And on Tuesdays we have pop-in paint parties where we meet right back here on my Facebook group, and we so this coming week we will be using the Aunt D art printable, and we will I will share some cool ideas with techniques and like card finishing and painty techniques and who knows, background techniques that will enhance our artwork. I would just love it if you would join me every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 p.m. Arizona time till usually about 3. But I will just tell you, we are absolutely the best group around. You will be so happy to be a part of us. Right, girls? Oh my gosh, Annalisa, I would love it if you came to Arizona. I'd even clean off the bed in the spare bedroom for you, just to get a bunch of stuff piled on top. But anyway, I will wrap it up. I don't want to keep you too long. I'm so grateful for all of your support and all of your time that you take out of your week to make art with me. It makes me so happy. I hope that I too make you happy. And until Tuesday, oh no, until tonight from 4:30 to 8:30 on Facebook Live. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. Watch that. I have no idea. But if you could just comment and like and say something about my name on that Facebook page, on the Peoria Facebook page, I would be so grateful. And then on Tuesday we'll get to make something with the art printables. Be sure to remember to use the promo code Peoria12 to buy it. You know who my Aunt D is, Pat. Remember to use the promo code Peoria12, since that video is going to be airing this evening on September 12th from 4:30 to 8:30 Arizona time. And please, just, say you like me. That would be so great. Thank you so much, girls. I'll talk to you soon on Tuesday. And yay, we're horizontal. I'm so excited. Bye.